Today I want to take a look at this 24-pin RGB power supply extension cable. This one's from GiM. I've done a couple of their products recently, and they've kind of got some unique products for being on the low budget end of the spectrum. So I found this one. I was looking for this Lee & Streamer Plus cable, which is kind of on the high end of the spectrum, but the price difference would reflect that. Like, this is a $70, $80 cable. This, as of the time I'm filming this, is $31.68 on Amazon. I'll put an affiliate link in the description below if you want to check this out. And so this really isn't a comparison video, but it would be something like this that would inspire you to maybe go this end. So anyways, one of the main differences between these two cables is going to be that this does not have LEDs across the entire length of the cable. It's just in each end, and then there's a light conductor going across the cable length. So let's go ahead and get this unboxed, take a look at what's included with it. It's fairly simplistic. It includes an instruction manual, get the cable itself, you get the RGB cabling. The two main connectors here are for connecting each end of the cable, and then the other two ends they are female 3-pin RGB, fairly standard connector. You could connect this to your motherboard. Comes with a package of male adapters, so you can convert this female connector into a male connector if you need to do so. And then of course you can daisy chain additional RGB devices off of that. So that's included. It does come with its own controller hub, which is a SATA power connection. This is optional. It is not required. If you're going to use motherboard RGB control, you do not need to use this. If your motherboard does not have a standard 3-pin RGB connection, you could use an external controller, or you can go ahead and just use the included controller. We'll try the RGB effects with this and see how that looks. So let's go ahead and get this connected up. We'll take a look at the RGB lighting, and we'll connect it to the motherboard, make sure that it actually functions as a power cable. Alright, well there you have it. There is a quick look at the GiM 24-pin RGB power supply extension cable. Overall, it's a cable that I don't absolutely hate, but I don't absolutely love it either. So overall, it's kind of got, as expected, just a cheaper budget feel to it. More so than normal. This one piece is just a single plastic piece, and although the lighting effects are okay, they look good, it's just kind of got a cheap look to it, in my opinion. So, if you might have a differing opinion, because beauty is in the eye of the beholder, of course. So the PC does power up. It tests okay. So the cable does work. It is functional. It's got just a single cable comb on it, so it's kind of hard to get the cables behind here to straighten out very much, but you generally aren't going to be able to see that, so it's probably not a big deal. The only real major complaint I have is the connector going into the motherboard is fairly loose. In fact, I think the first time I put it in there, I was able to kind of just work it out. So I was able to eventually get it kind of clipped in there. And so that's one of those places where I really don't want to have any problems. So that's kind of a concern of this cable to me, is that connection being loose. But that being said, it's a $30 cable as opposed to, say, an $80 cable. So on a real cheap budget build, maybe. I think it's a cable that I would personally skip. Maybe the one that I have is just a little looser on that connection for some reason. So anyways, I hope that helps you out. If you have any questions or comments, please let me know, and I'll be happy to help out. If you have a different experience with that cable, or you have a different opinion, please put it in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you think about it. And if your cable is tight on the motherboard side, let us know. Maybe it's just a one-off on this cable here. But that's going to do it for today. Thanks for watching.